The 9th Combat Team, beginning at H+1 on W Day, was to land on Blue Beach, overrun and destroy all hostile resistance, seize O1 within its zone of action, and be prepared for advance and seizure of further objectives on division order. Contact was to be maintained with the 21st Combat Team on the left. It was also charged with protection of the division's right or west flank. The 21st Combat Team at the same time was to land on Green Beach, overcome enemy resistance, seize O1 and be prepared for further advance and seizure of objectives on order. Contact was to be maintained with the 3rd Combat Team on the left. On continuation of the attack from O1, one landing team of the 21st Combat Team was to be designated as Division Reserve. When O2 had been seized, an advance element of the combat team was to move on Mount Tenyo as rapidly as possible, disregarding phase lines. After seizure of O3, it was to seize further objectives up to and including Mount Tenyo as fast as terrain, enemy resistance, and the maintenance of contact would permit. At all times, it was to protect the division's left flank within its zone of action. The 3rd Combat Team at the same time was to land on beaches Red 1 and Red 2, seize its initial objective after overcoming hostile resistance, and be prepared for further operations on order. It was to be prepared to organize O3 for defense immediately upon its capture. This group was also responsible for protection of the northern sector of the division's left flank. When the landing waves were about 1,000 yards from shore, the beaches were brought under direct fire from rockets delivered from LCI gunboats. As the distance to shore was closed to about 300 yards, naval gunfire was lifted to the rear and shifted to the flanks of the beach area. Attack aviation took over direct control of the beach, strafing enemy positions and immediate support areas until our troops were actually ashore. Simultaneous landings were carried out successfully on all assigned beaches. The 3rd Marine Division landed on Red Beaches 1 and 2, Blue Beach and Green Beach against light opposition. The 1st Provisional Marine Brigade, plus the 305th Regiment, U.S. Army, went ashore on Yellow and White Beaches, encountering a small enemy force, which withdrew after slight resistance. By evening of W Day, all troops, tanks, and artillery had been landed approximately as scheduled. By 0900 of W+1, the brigade was driving to the north and toward Mount Alafan, which was providing the Japs with good artillery observation. On the other beachhead sector, the 3rd Division's attack was meeting increasing resistance on all flanks. In the early afternoon, elements of the 9th Marines landed without opposition on Cabras Island. The next morning, W+2, 23 July, the 3rd Marines attacked and secured the ground commanding Red Beaches, holding this position against a Japanese counterattack, which developed later the next day. In the meantime, the brigade continued to extend its perimeter, meeting light opposition in all zones except that held by the 22nd Marines to the north, where strong artillery and machine gun fire permitted only slight gains. According to order, the Corps Reserve, consisting of the 77th Division, United States Army, less the 307th Regiment, which had landed on W Day with the brigade, commenced landing. The weather on the morning of 25 July, W+4, was marked by considerable shower activity. On the northern flank of its sector, the 3rd Division resumed attack over rugged terrain against the stubborn resistance of the enemy, who was emplaced in strong ground defense and in the face of cliffs. Other units made small advances along the front and maintained vigorous patrol action. One patrol, advancing as far as Cascaso Hill, 2 miles south, found abandoned Jap positions stocked with supplies sufficient for a regiment. In the brigade sector, the 22nd Marines, supported by naval gunfire, artillery and tanks, had resumed an attack on its northern flank. Their advance was retarded, however, by well-organized defenses, including artillery and mortar fire from cliffs.